Hello and welcome back to this edition of Minstrels on the Block with the Buddy Harden Band. And it seems that we have some new people on the show. Jack, how you doing? I believe I've seen you before.
I don't know who you are. Who are you again?
Some dude.
Okay.
I answered a hey you and some others.
All right, hey you.
And Rat, I believe?
Yes.
Rat. Good to have you on the show.
Please.
So, just a little quick, rewind. So Jack, tell me, where were you born and what did your parents do?
Well, I was born in a hospital. They wouldn't let my mom have a baby out on the street, so we had to go in the hospital. Actually, it was in Germany. My dad was in the army, and I don't know. I lived there for about 15 years, and then and my dad always had a guitar laying around, and he used to play some chords, and he always get us kids to sing along with him. He had a little tape recorder, and
cool.
And always sing those old country songs, and I hated it, but it just started my musical career. So, and
question,
yes,
do those tapes still exist?
Some do, some are not very good quality.
Well,
you might guess, but yeah, they're in a vault somewhere in my mom's bedroom. So
cool. So that started your music career. Where did it progress from there?
I wouldn't say it progressed. It was digressed. Somehow I found myself here, sitting here with these guys, which I hate their guts, but somehow they drug me along, and
kicking and screaming.
I'm the drummer for the Buddy Harden Band. So, which sometimes it's fun. Sometimes I want to kick myself, but they have these guys kick me anyway.
Do they bring in chicks?
Yeah, they go like this every now and then. Well, most of the time it's. No, I love these guys. And I'm very honored to be playing with these guys because they're very.
You should be.
Yeah.
They're humble.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Rat, tell me about yourself. Where were you born? Where'd your parents live?
Well, I was born in Freeport, Illinois. Went in the service at 17. Left there. As far as my music background, my mom used to sing, her and my aunts. I guess that's where I got it from, because on my dad's side there wasn't too much music, but I guess that's what kind of got me started into it. I got out of the service here, and then met Don and Larry Riggins, a guy that lived out in Casita where I was living at that time, and we kind of just hooked up and started playing a little bit together and formed a band called Conspiracy, and that kind of just led on to the other bands. And Don and I, worked in South Railroad Street Band together also, and we just kept going, and here we are now. Joined the Bud Harden, which I enjoy very much. So, it's kind of where I come from.
Very cool. Elvis or the Beatles?
Elvis.
Somebody off the camera shaking their head.
Or the Beatles.
Elvis, yeah. So now, fast forwarding a bit to now, tell me about some of what's going on with the Buddy Harden Band.
Well, we've got a monthly gig coming up at Club 85. The first one, I believe, is going to be March the 17th, as shown here. And we're not looking to play too much.
St. Patrick's. Exactly.
The club life has gotten a little old for some of us, and we do play a lot of benefits, and we're the band that plays for free quite a bit. We're playing Hog Bottom again this year. This will be our 4th or 5th year in a row, and we're closing the show again, which we found out last year means you play a short set. Hopefully this year the flow will be a little smoother and things will go good. But that's a great benefit. I know you guys are familiar with it. Raises money for the House of Heroes, and we do it every year. I wanted to mention our publicist, Shelby Kellen. These posters, she put these together for us every gig we do. And
we'll flash these.
She's a graphic artist, and she does an excellent job with these. And we just like the thousands and thousands of Phoenix City cable subscribers to understand that Shelby does a great job for us.
Very cool.
So Club 85 is going to be our home away from home for the next couple of months. We like I said, we are doing Hog Bottom in April. And as far as things that we got lined up, and of course, we're doing this today. This is the high spot on our calendar also. And that's about it so far as playing out. We'll invite you guys to come by and see us anytime. We do this on a regular basis, and you'll be welcome guests anytime you want to come by.
Cool. Now, what would you like to see? What is your goal, like, as you play and as you perform? You know, what opportunities would you like to have? Ideally, where would you like to see the Buddy Harden Band go?
Well, we want to do the songs like we're going to do today, which is our original stuff, and we've got quite a few originals that don't get played very often. Mm-hmm. And this will be acoustic today. We rarely do anything acoustic. We're an electric rock and roll band, and all these songs you'll hear today are normally done with electric instruments. But what we found was that some of them actually sound better acoustic. So this may be a new part of our show that we do. But we don't have a lot of ambition. We want to play when we want to, and 99% of what we play goes to the air. I mean, it's just, that's what it is. But at my age, I just want to play every opportunity I get to play my guitar. I'm going to take it. I've got a very understanding wife, been married for 39 years, and she loves music. And
excellent. That's
turned out to be a big plus for me, because not too many people who play in bands stay married.
That is true.
For that long. So I've been real lucky. And that's all we want to do.
Years ago, a good friend of mine has been playing music for a long time, Gary. When I was first playing music, he pulled me aside and he gave me some bits of advice and information. And I won't go through all of it, but he said, the one thing that he said, certain things have stuck in my mind, and he said, this will interfere with your relationships.
If it's not part of it, it certainly can. So
yeah.
You got to have a partner that buys in.
Now, I know you do a lot of covers. You've got some originals. Who does the writing for the originals?
Dwight is the who you met earlier. Mm-hmm. Is the primary songwriter. I write quite a bit. Henry contributes. Between the three of us, all the original stuff we have was written by the three of us.
Cool.
And Dwight's the main man with the lyrics.
Hi, Dwight.
As he sits over there. And like I said, when he first came into the band, I had several tunes that were instrumentals, and we were playing them as instrumentals. But they take on a whole new life when you add lyrics, because playing instrumentals is a lot of fun, but it's hard, because you have to replace lyrics with music.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a melody that just carries itself, then that's hard to do. So having a lyricist in the band has made a really big difference.
And before we go to another one of your awesome songs, what is, like, the originals that you do? Where do they come from? What are they about?
Well, I tend to write lyrics that don't make any sense, and they're kind of cosmic and nebulous. And
me too.
And Jack also. The Dwight's tells a story, and that's something I've always wanted to do. Chord progressions and riffs always come real easy to me, but to write a song that tells a story, it's kind of like country music, but it's not country music. It's he's one of our songs that you'll hear in a minute. Carolina Time is written about a man who was in prison in the state prison here that Henry and I both knew, and we told Dwight a story about this guy, and next thing we know, it's a song. So I'm taking partial songwriting credit for that. So I did give him the idea. But fortunately we do have a songwriter storyteller in the band, and that's kind of made a big difference with the originals.
Excellent. Let's check out one of these songs, and we'll be right back right after this.
Next song we're going to do is called Carolina Time. About old boy got in trouble up in Carolina, and he's from right here originally, but got sent back to Georgia to do some time, and the judge allowed him to come on back and finish his time out. And Don knew him personally and bought a guitar from him one time, I believe, a black Les Paul, and I'm going to reference that here in just a second. Long ago, before the fall, I had it good paying job, but I went insane. Bills and pills and good cocaine. I left my home in old Muskogee, headed north to a job from hell. Things went bad, I went to jail. Wasn't no one to go my bail. Carolina time in Georgia, back where I used to be. Carolina time in Georgia, Lord, I wish they'd set me free. My share of ups and downs, didn't care what people thought. The Georgia chain gang ain't no place to be. Do things wrong and end up like me. Carolina time in Georgia, back where it used to be. Carolina time in Georgia, Lord, I wish they'd set me free. Time in Georgia, back where it used to be. Carolina time in Georgia, Lord, I wish they'd set me. Carolina time in Georgia, right back where it used to be. Carolina time in Georgia, Lord, I wish they'd set me free. Lord, I wish they'd set me free. Lord, I wish they'd set me